Well, thank you so much for being here, folks. I just received a call from Jane Norton, and she could not have been more gracious. She congratulated me, she congratulated the campaign, and I am looking forward to working with her in the next 83 days to win this race. Jane and I were friends before this campaign, and we will be friends after this campaign. And I just want to say something to her supporters. I know that I was their second choice. I am going to work very hard to earn Jane Norton's supporters' support, and I am going to work very hard to win this election in November. I want to thank my wife, Perry. She has stood by me and encouraged me for the past 18 months. And folks, it is not easy to love a candidate. It's especially not easy to love a candidate that has a cowboy boot in his mouth, you know? And to my kids, Cody and Caitlin, thank you so much. You make me so proud, and I am so happy to be your dad, and I am just happy to actually go to D.C. and make sure that you guys have some opportunities down the road. So. This night would not have turned out the way it has without Walt Klein and Cheryl Klein and their family. And I just have to tell you, where is he? Walt, thank you so much for your friendship and all your hard work. If there is one person that works harder than Ken Buck, it is Walt Klein, and I am just so proud to be associated with him. Walt has put together a great staff, and I am really happy that we have such a hard-working staff that is going to help us down this road and get to the finish line. Most importantly, folks, this is a grassroots campaign, and it was the volunteers that brought us to this finish line, and I am so happy. It is humbling to receive money and time and effort from so many people, and Perry and I have been blessed by having so many new friends come into our lives. I want to mention just one county. It's not in northern Colorado, but El Paso County has just done a tremendous job for us, and Robin Coran and Debbie Chavez and her family, I have to tell you, they just don't sleep. They work so hard, and I am so proud of what they've accomplished. A year and a half ago, we started a grassroots campaign to win the nomination for the United States Senate. I went to farms and factories, truck stops and coffee shops, listened and learned. And I heard the same thing all across Colorado, and that was that the answer coming out of D.C. was wrong. We don't need more government. You see, folks, the solution, as Coloradans know it, the solution to bad government is not more bad government. And the other thing that I heard was the frustration of Republicans all across this state. Republicans have been sending their elected officials back to Washington, D.C. to change Congress, and instead, those Republicans have been changed by Congress. It is time Republicans started acting like Republicans. The message from this administration in the White House and in Congress has been very clear. America isn't special. We're just another country. We're not different than other countries. You know, that's not what I learned when I grew up. It's not what I learned in school. I've worked as a truck driver and a furniture mover and a farm hand and a janitor, and all those people I worked with, they don't believe that at all. This is an exceptional country. My grandparents came here from Norway when they were teenagers with no money, alone. And they came here because they wanted the opportunity to make a better life for themselves. Now, folks, can we tell our children that we've done everything that we possibly could do to give them a better life? Have we squandered their opportunity? You know, we all protested on April 15th because the government has run up trillions of dollars of debt. And we called our representatives and said, don't vote for that health care bill. Don't let the government take over health care. And we sent letters and showed up to town hall meetings and said, you know, let small business create jobs. Please, get out of the way and let them create jobs. And you know what? We asked Republicans and Democrats, please protect our border. And the funny thing, they heard us, but they ignored us. And you know what, folks? In November, we will not be ignored anymore. In November, you can tell your children that this is the land of opportunity. And America is a special place because of those free markets, and because of limited self-government, and because of the unlimited potential of human beings in this country. We, tonight, have just won the Republican nomination for the United States Senate. Get a good night's sleep, because for the next 83 days, we are going to unite the Republican Party. We are going to reach out our hand for those independent voters and Democrats who are also fed up with Washington, D.C. ignoring them. You know, we have a great opportunity in November to give voice to those Americans who haven't given up on our country's experiment in limited self-government, who don't believe that America's decline is inevitable. We need to return to the liberating principles of our founding fathers. As it was for most of this country's history, so it can be again. We must put principle over party. And we have a choice. We have a choice. And the choice is whether we want to make history or whether we want to repeat history. I'm Ken Buck, and I hope you join me in making the kind of history that our children and grandchildren will be proud of. God bless you, folks.